Okay. So, this is not my first time up here. I was here 3 years ago, and as part of my story 3 years ago, I told the story about my sexual awakening and how I had such awesome sex, but I used drugs, alcohol, and pot. And at the end of that story, I said, now I want to find and have awesome sex sober. However, I forgot to add the clause, please do not make this person a psychopath. So, yeah, my story today is, it's named, I dated, lived with, and loved Ted the Love Bunny Bundy. It was Thanksgiving 2017, just a few months ago. I was at my kid's house and just prepping for dinner, or lunch. And I was texting my boyfriend, and John. We've been together for 2 years and lived together for 1 year. And I texted him and I said, what time are you coming over? Happy Turkey Day, smiley face. And I didn't hear anything back. So I told my friend Tiff, I hate it when John does not text me back right away because now I think he had a heart attack. Now the reason I said that is because John has a heart condition, congestive heart failure. I've been with him to the hospital 2 times. The first time he had a heart attack. The second time his lungs filled up with fluid so much he couldn't breathe. 20 minutes later, I get a text from an unknown number. John had a heart attack. He's at the ICU at St. David's South Hospital. I was too upset to drive, so my friend Tiff drove me to the hospital. I walk up to John's room, walk in there, and there he is on a ventilator, breathing tube, with 4 nurses hovering around him. I found out that he died twice, flatlined, and they had to put him on ice or whatever, cool him down, so he would survive. And I realized the gravity of the situation, so I contacted the few friends that I knew of John's, Danger, Mark, and I asked them, can you please contact his ex-wife Rachel, so I don't have her number. And I contacted Cheryl, this friend of his that I actually never met, but anyways, I contacted her. An hour later, Cheryl comes in to the room, walks up to John, kisses him, and hugs him, not as a friend. I was on the phone with a friend of mine, and I was like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. And the nurse turned to Cheryl and said, who are you? And she said, I'm John's girlfriend. We dated for 2 years. I walked up to her and I shook her hand and I said, hello, I'm Eva. I'm John's girlfriend. And yeah, I dated him for 2 years and we lived together for 1 year. I was very emotional, okay? Very emotional. And I got a bit angry. Actually, I got so angry the doctor asked me to leave John's room. So I left and I went outside, paced back and forth outside the hospital waiting for Tiff to pick me up. The phone rings. Hello, hi, this is Rachel, John's wife. And as a matter of fact, at that time I was laughing. John's wife, I said, what? Yeah, we've been married for 17 years. Yeah. So every day following that Thanksgiving Day, I found out secrets. And yeah, John's secrets and his secret lives. Okay, so here's the list of all the asshole-ish crap that he did to me, okay? So, yeah, he was married for 17 years. He had 5 plus other girlfriends besides me, the one he was living with. He had group sex in hotel rooms with strangers that he picked up from Craigslist. And no, he did not use any protection. I actually felt like I fucking slept with half of Austin indirectly, okay? He took this woman to our apartment, fucked her in my king-size bed, used my sex toys on her, and took photographs from 2 different angles, okay? Oh yeah, sex toys. Okay, so I'm a sex toy connoisseur, sex toy collector. I have this big IKEA, you know those blue ones, filled to the brim with sex toys. Well, John took those sex toys, used them on other people, and then used them on me, and then he gave them away. And by the end of this, there were 5 sex toys left in my bag. Okay, yeah, money. Yes, he stole money. He took my debit card, somehow figured out my PIN number, took money, and paid for hotel rooms for group sex. The last few months we lived together, he lived there rent-free because he was so sick that the doctor told him, you can't work anymore, and because I loved him, I let him stay rent-free. Well, that did not stop him from taking out girls, you know, potential fuck buddies, girlfriends, take them out to the movies and give them gifts. Oh yeah, and he still had money for hotel rooms for group sex. Ooh, yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, I was going through all his stuff, and my God, I saw so many photos, and we're not talking naughty pics and naughty videos. Yeah, he had them organized in folders, and the folder name was the girl's name. I had a folder. Not only that, he took a picture, a nice picture, the faces of us together, and tried to pick up strangers for sex on Craigslist. Yeah. That same picture, he took that picture and a bunch of naughty pictures of me and put it up on FetLife, this kinky website. And no, I did not know about this. No. No. Oh yeah, he was a pathological liar. Basically, I don't know how much of what he told me about his life was the truth, but no, it was mostly lies. As a matter of fact, he lied just to lie. He told me he lived here for 2 years. He actually lived here for 6 years. Why the fuck would you lie about that? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And yeah, the list goes on and on and on. And due to time restraints, I'm stopping right there. Okay, so my head was spinning with these complex emotions. I hated him. I still loved him. I was so happy he survived. I wished he fucking died. And I was also mourning and grieving John, the person that I fell in love with, because that person was not, I mean, who? That wasn't John. There was, however, one emotion that started to bubble and bubble a little more, and that was anger, and it exploded into rage. And this is what I did to John. I took his expensive, fancy digital camera, his expensive, fancy headphones, because he was a sound engineer. Well, he told me that anyways. And I took his iPod with all his music, I threw it in my fireplace, and I burned it. Yeah, I did. And then, let's see, I took his Mac laptop and I erased it to factory settings. I deleted all his online dating accounts. But before I did that, I contacted all these girls that he flirted with, and I told them what a fucking asshole he was and to get STD tested. And a lot of these girls thanked me. So I got access to his iPad, which meant I had access to Facebook and email and all that good stuff. And I posted on his Facebook wall, Ask John, "Hi, I had a major heart attack on Thanksgiving due to my hedonistic lifestyle." And then I listed all the shit that he did, and that post is still live today. And yeah, he had all these photos and videos up on Google Drive, you know, in the cloud. And so I deleted all those photos and videos. Actually, I deleted everything that was on his Google Drive, including Word docs and Excel. It's like completely empty now, okay? And then I deleted all his emails, like everything. It's like nothing is there. Anyways, yes. Okay, so did it make me feel better to do all these revengeful acts? Yes, it did. In the moment, it really did. But it did not help with my emotional pain. And I felt like a fucking idiot, okay? How could I not have known that this happened right under my nose? And the thing is, I did know. As I was going through his stuff, I found an email that I wrote to him 2 months. We were been dating for 2 months, and I wrote an email and I said, "There's something, my intuition tells me something's not quite right." I took all those suspicions, I put them in a box, I locked it up with a key, I threw away the key, and I threw away the box, okay? And now I'm wondering, well, I mean, why did I do that? What just happened? And I started researching. I've read at least 15 books about this. And I've come to the conclusion that John fits the criteria for antisocial personality disorder. In this society, we call them sociopath psychopaths. These are people walking around with absolutely no sense of conscience. There's no little voice saying, "That's wrong." They don't have that. According to one of my books, there's 4% of the population that fits this criteria. Now, most people think psychopath, they think Ted Bundy, serial killer. That's like a small percentage of, I mean, not like, you know, no, like this small. Most of these people you find CEO positions, you know, your friend, your neighbor, or your boyfriend. Now, you wouldn't know it because these people are very slick. They're very good at adapting to different environments and to different people. Like, okay. And the thing is, they're nice. John was so nice to me. He never said a mean word to me. He met a lot of my friends. They say the same thing. John was nice. These people use manipulative techniques. And this happens to women. And it has devastating consequences. There are women that lose their life savings. They get into huge debts because of these people. I was going to call them soul vampires. And some women, you know, they end up in the mental hospital. I mean, PTSD just, you know, and some women even commit suicide over this. We don't hear about this, or at least I didn't hear about this before. And the reason is, there's so much shame about this. I mean, who wants to go up and tell the story that I got fucking duped? I got duped, okay? I got used. And I'm up here telling the story today to you guys that it happened to me. It happened to me. Now, I'm gonna just tell you like a few little tips about how maybe you can avoid, you know, my experience. Yeah. So first of all, if in a romantic relationship, if everything goes like too fast, it's too intense, it's 150 miles per hour speed, that's called love bombing. Yeah, it has a term. They love bomb you to put their fangs in you, okay? Yeah, so if things go too fast, slow down, okay? Listen to your intuition. Hello. So if things do not feel like something's wrong, something's wrong, that probably is because something is wrong. Something is wrong. Oh yeah, so I used to be this, I love everyone. I believe in the goodness of mankind. I trusted people. People are good. Well, now I don't. Okay? I don't. So when I meet a stranger, they start from 0 on my trust meter. They have to earn my trust. And as a matter of fact, I started dating. I do background checks on them. Okay? And then I ask them questions and they answer it correctly, 10 plus points in my trust meter, okay? Yeah. So, in one of the books that I was reading, it's a woman that goes to this Jungian therapist and tells her story. And this Jungian therapist tells her, wow, you hit the jackpot dragon on your hero's journey. This experience will propel your personal development to levels you have no idea about. And that is where I'm at today. I'm starting to feel these personal developments, and it's coming out as an inner strength and power and beauty that's just radiating inside me. And I actually can't wait what's around the corner on my life journey. Thank you.